Hello everyone, this is the Pegleg. Hope you're all doing well. A thought just came to mind. Someone's probably already done a video on it on YouTube. Obviously it's about flat earth and stuff like that, but mainly about gravity. Now if there's a house fire, they tell you to drop to the floor because the smoke doesn't hit the floor, so you've got breathing space, right? Okay, but if there's gravity, then how can the smoke stay floating at a certain height between the ground and, let's say, it's a foot in total? Well, if that's the case, it doesn't make sense because there's gravity. Now I smoke with an atomizer, yeah, and the smoke rises up and then rises down to a certain level, but it never touches the floor like an e-cigarette. This is what I'm talking about for those who don't know what an atomizer is and this, that, the other. Also, smoke, I'm sure, is lighter than a feather, but a feather itself actually touches the ground. But there's gravity. So obviously, smoke has its own reasoning, even though there's weight to it, and a feather touches the ground, so that the feather must be more heavy than the smoke. Because if you also look at a hot air balloon, they use fire, and the heat from the fire, obviously there's got to be smoke within that heat to raise the hot air balloon. I just wanted to throw that out there. I was just talking to Karen Pritchett, saying I may not do videos no more on YouTube. And the reason being, I've got a family, I've got work, and I've just been too busy. It doesn't mean that, flat earth, God, and what I believe isn't, it hasn't gone away from me. It's still there totally. It's just I've been too busy. Mindfulness and a few other people probably think that, I'm ignoring them, and I'm not. I promise them that. Even you, my subscribers and my haters too. I'm not ignoring you. I've just been really busy and tired by the time I get home. The work I do is industrial cleaning. It's a powerful thing. It takes the energy right out of you. My feet are being red raw because I don't get a chance to sit down. Don't get me wrong. It's a good job. I enjoy it. And I'm losing weight. But at the end of the day, flat earth and God is more important than, work. So I've got to put that into consideration. Hopefully I'll be doing a hangout with Karen Pratchett and someone that she's putting forward. I can't remember that person's name. But it should be a good talk. A good hangout. But I want to say this to you people. It is flat. And it would always be that. 500 years ago, everyone knew it was flat. And that gravity didn't exist. And that you didn't need electricism to hold us down also. It's flat. It's not spinning. We don't need none of that. You're probably wondering why I've got the light off. Well, I was just watching a film. And Age of Ultron, Avengers. And this thought just came to me about the smoke. and Gravity. The film that I'm watching, I've actually decided to watch it in 3D to see what I can get out of it, like on spiritually. You know, obviously it's to do with portals and stuff like that, things coming through wormholes and stuff like that. So I'm doing, actually I am still doing research. It's crazy, isn't it? But I know there's a dome over us because I look at the fish tank and I've built lights into it, LED lights, and it changes colours. And then the reflection, when I turn the light off like how it is here right now, it hits the wall. I might even try and show it to you. Give me a second, people. So I can see it on the wall now. I'm going to try and turn it around so you guys can see. If you can see it, great. Oh. So people, that's from glass and light in the night. So imagine there's a dome, a glass dome that is over our heads. Let's say like a snow globe. And then there's lights and reflections coming from that. So those lights that I've put in and installed myself personally into this fish tank, it tells me a lot of things about that there is a dome and the way things reflect like a rainbow and water. So there's, you know, there's water above and there's water below. So a fish tank in itself with lights, if you do it right, can tell you a lot. Anyway, people, I love you all. God bless. Thank you for being subscribers and friends and, you know, haters. Yeah, I love you haters. And those that always try to argue the case, even though they're wrong. Do you know what I mean? And they are wrong because they're not even doing the research for themselves. They're just throwing out silly things they learnt from school or science. Well, science to me is a lot of rubbish. I was going to say a bad word then, but I thought, remember yourself. But people, wake up. For those who ain't watched me before or know about flat earth and so forth and gravity, wake up. This is for the newbies. Wake up. Not for the oldies, because the oldies know what I'm saying. You know, those that believe the earth is flat. Sam Hancock, I love your work, but it seems to me that you've been straying slightly. Come and give me a talk, bruv. Just between you and me. I'm just putting that out at you. I'm just putting that out there towards you, because, you know, you're a friend, and we need to talk. We ain't talked in a long time. Anyway, apart from that, Mindfulness, Martin, and a few others, Vancouver. Yeah, Jed. You know, thank you. Keep it real. I love you guys' works. Yeah, I love your friendship. Keep it real. And we'll talk soon. God bless you all. Oh, and don't forget, keep it flat, because that's what it is, Jack.